Welcome to the epitome of comfort, Leeven taste treats. Remember the salon jars? Yes, the doctor version now. Bakery. You're welcome. Thank you so much for always being here. We love you. We are with the senior baker herself, Leeven.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to my bakery. This is Leeven's Tasty Treats Limited. Yeah, so I welcome you guys into my space.
Thank you.
The doctors in the bakery. So what name should we call them? The doctor bakers? Drop it in the comment section.
Yes. Suggest, please.
Yes. So as you can see, we're just in the aprons. Yes, because now we're in my bakery. We're not in the theater. And then we have mop cups on our heads.
We call them theater cups.
Oh,
that's theater when you're operating. So,
so for the mop cups, they help so that the hair doesn't go into our clients' cakes or food or anything that you're working with.
Wow.
Okay? Yes. So we have to keep it clean and healthy. So now that we are in Leeven's Tasty Treats Bakery, we have to first wash our hands and then we can start with hygiene. We can get into it.
Hygiene.
We can get into the baking. Yes.
I'm so excited. Yeah?
I know. I'm equally excited actually to have doctors in my bakery. Amazing.
Do we also keep the hands up?
No, we have.
We do that in theater medicine. Halfway.
So we have a clean cloth that we can use to dry our hands. So I'll also wash my hands.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm seeing logic in the kitchen.
So it's better washing your hands. Sometimes I feel like these gloves that people use in bakeries, because you have gloves on, you keep touching everything else because you're not using your hands. Exactly. So you keep touching this, you keep touching. You will never realize that the gloves are actually dirty. But when you wash your hands, you know your hands are clean, so you can use them. Yes, when they get dirty, you wash them again. So that is why a sink should be right there in the bakery. Okay.
Noted.
Yes. So as we start the cake cake mixing, this is what we start with. We have done our measurements so that we take a shorter time. Yes. So we have the margarine or the butter. Okay, margarine or butter. Yes.
So they can all do the same thing?
Yes, they do the same thing. Okay. Yeah. So it depends on you what you want to use. But butter is more pricey than the margarine.
Yeah, I know the other is a little cheap.
Yes. Yes. And then we add it with the sugar. So you add this with the sugar. Since I have my students here, the doctors,
excited.
They are going to do the practical work. And for once, I am just going to be speaking. Feels nice.
This is a bit risky. Hope we don't embarrass the profession. We are going to follow instructions. We are very good at following instructions.
So in most cases, when you're doing these things, you measure these ingredients. So these we have already measured. So this is the margarine and this is the sugar. So you can put it here.
I pour?
Yes, you pour in here. This is a spatula.
For SpongeBob.
Yeah. So the spatula helps us to scrape out anything that remains in the bowl. Okay. Does it bell in the? Oh, okay.
This is okay.
So so you scrape out everything in the bowl because we've measured everything. So we don't want any gram. In food, you don't waste
anything. It's equivalent to a scalpel. Actually, if it was an operation, you need a scalpel.
Yes.
Now I have to finish everything. I feel like putting my finger. Is there a time when No. I don't think you're supposed to.
It's actually very good. It scrapes. It actually scrapes very well. You just make sure.
Hey. It also takes experience. Whoa. She has literally removed everything. Takes experience.
I was trying
So
to
you
remove
see?
and I see I'm
It's literally
adding everything. But
empty.
after
So
putting
now we
here,
proceed. Okay, so this that you're holding, it's called a hand mixer.
A hand mixer.
hand
Yes.
mixer.
So if you don't have a hand mixer, you get your mingling stick
And
and then you mix
like-
with your hand.
Yes.
You understand?
You do, yes. I
very
think I've seen people do that.
and you get tired.
Perfect. But now that we have a hand mixer, it eases our work and it's faster.
Wow.
Mm?
Thank God.
So,
This button, I see a button.
So there are different kinds of mixers.
Salapresa. Dear
I
doctor.
can't wait.
There are different kinds of mixers. Now that you're in my bakery, I'm the one
I
teaching.
know.
Yeah, it feels good, right? There are different kinds of mixers. We have this one and we have the big one. I don't know if our viewers are seeing it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
already
that's-
mixing.
wow.
It's already
So
mixing.
huge.
So it's standalone. We can't carry it. But you see, it mixes
Looks heavy.
without you even holding it.
Thank God for technology.
Yes. So now we're going to show you another way of, so while this one is mixing another cake, we can mix this one. Okay. So you put in this, you put them in well. Perfect. So you keep moving so that you get everything in. And whatever comes on the side, you get the scraper. You scrape it to the middle so that you're able to mix everything.
So is there a time limit for that?
So now this, you mix until it's white and fluffy.
White and fluffy.
The sugar and the
The
margarine.
yellow thing is going to turn into white.
Oh yes, it does.
So
So
how does it feel? Is it
Even I'm
vibrating?
scared. I feel like it's going to, Obakara is going to shock me.
Experience.
You see what I'm doing? Let me do the mixing.
now whenever you're going to scrape, you can first turn off the mixer,
And then I
scrape it
scrape.
in one place.
But it's not like
And then
shower.
turn
They
it
say
in.
if you're making shower, you stop, it will go backwards.
Go
So you have to do continuously. Don't
Ah, no. This one gives you liberty. You can even stop and go and cook your food in the kitchen.
Then you come and
Then you come back and you continue mixing.
Wow.
Yeah.
In other words, the corner.
No.
Imagine the mingling stick.
It takes time and a lot of energy. I remember a small stories. I remember when I was beginning and I used to use a mingling stick, I didn't need gym. I'd always have muscle built up. The first time I used to use it, that week, my hands would be hurting all the time. Like anything on to press them,
Press.
then my hands got used.
Oh.
Ah,
They're actually done.
but right now,
No, this
since I'm now in the mixer form, I'm not now used.
you
I
don't
can't go back.
you
to
don't
the mixing.
admire the
I
person.
can't go back.
Yes, this is so fun.
But one thing I'm seeing is equipment.
Yeah.
Bakery
You
business.
invest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in equipment.
So while you're getting this little money from people, you keep saving. And this is why in business we have to advocate for saving. The little money on every cake order, save of 10,000. Eh? The Baganda say kamu gwe muganda. Send of 10,000. That 10,000 will save you. You'll be able from a hand mixer, mingling stick.
To a hand mixer.
You'll buy this at 70,000.
It's only 70K.
This hand one.
Wow.
So you first start with this one before you even go into
That
the
one.
big one.
Yeah,
Because this one is 1.5.
You can even go and
Wow. But I imagine, imagine you have orders now, like you get those wedding
Wedding,
orders.
yes.
How do you begin using
You
a
can't,
mixer?
yes, you can't use that.
Even
because
that,
it's-
yeah, it's hard.
even the hand mixer is hard.
Yeah, it also takes some time.
But well,
that is
you can use a mingling stick because I remember I used to use it to do cakes before I.
for those big weddings.
Yes.
And they'll still test,
You sweat though.
test.
Yeah. Yes, but you sweat.
But
You feel like you have put in, yeah.
You see, I forgot to stop, then I
It's
bent.
turning.
It's turning
Yeah,
white.
it's
It's turning.
It was so yellow.
Yeah.
What happens if I stopped halfway, like at that stage?
Yes, there are people that stop halfway, and that's why you see that cakes are different in their taste as well, because the sugar hasn't incorporated well in the margarine. So you've left all the sugar, all the margarine, yeah, and trust me, the cake can't come out.
So
That's
this
why you take
affects
your
the taste.
time. Yes, take your time and do actually excellent work.
What is it called? The fluffy.
White,
White
fluffy.
and fluffy. So let me just take you through the steps.
Yeah.
When this gets to white and fluffy, we get our eggs. Now, why I like putting the eggs separate and not put them directly into here? Like when it's time for the eggs, I don't like getting an egg, heat it, pour it in the mixture immediately. I like heat, put in a different container, and this is why when you're going to these shops, you don't know how long they have
been
stayed
there.
with their eggs.
Yeah, that's true.
So sometimes you realize they've stayed with their trays for a very long time and they sell them to you. When you heat it, sometimes, haven't you ever hit an egg and you find it spoiled? So sometimes it's spoiled and you put it in your
That means the
mixture.
whole mixture is
Gone.
That
Yes.
can be so painful.
These are
a loss.
baker.
Yeah, that is just
And you
wisdom.
just had your 150 that they've paid you for
Thank
free.
you.
Oh.
That's a loss you're redoing.
And then
That's
your client-
prestige gone, sugar gone, eggs gone.
Oh.
So you would rather put it in a different container.
And be sure.
When you find, you be sure. In case you find it spoiled, at least you are throwing away the eggs alone and not the
But do you,
mixture.
Dr. Grace, do you realize how her eggs are? I beat eggs and the yolk just mixes. I don't
I
know
know,
how
my experience.
everything
Experience.
is alone.
Me have already bowed. Is that there? You bow before the procedure is done.
Yes. So after this, when you put the stage of, we're waiting for it to become white and fluffy. So after white and fluffy, we shall put these eggs one by one as we mix.
One by one.
Yes, as we mix.
One yolk by one.
One egg by one egg as we mix. And then on the procedure of eggs, we shall mix until it looks like spoiled milk.
You see how it has.
It's almost there. Yeah. So we shall mix until it's like spoiled milk. So when it's like spoiled milk, and we shall see, then that's when we shall we shall measure our flour, our baking powder, all the dry ingredients that we want to put. Here I also put some cocoa because I'm doing a chocolate cake. Yes. I put some dripping chocolate.
It's my favorite.
So when we finish the eggs, this is when we bring in our dry ingredients. But before the dry ingredients, you can decide to put any other liquid that you want. You can decide to add some water or some milk. Because we're doing wet ingredients and then we do dry ingredients. Yes. So you can do milk, you can do water. No, it's step by step. You know, in bakery, in the bakery, you do step by step. Yes.
She also has a class in Imbra, right?
Yeah. I always do trainings.
Training in Imbra. But if you're there, seated home, wondering what to do, first watch our previous video, get inspired. Then after that, get her number. It will be there in the description box. Afterwards, call her, get in touch. You never know. This may become your dream.
Yeah.
So how do you know that this is
No, it's you people to tell me. Is it white now?
It is white.
Because it was yellow. You remember how it was?
Now it looks
Perfect.
like ice cream.
So this is when you.
It looks like ice cream.
So now you put one first.
Are you serious?
Mix.
Wow. With a lot of pressure?
No, just mix. I'll keep adding as you're mixing.
You are saying you put one by one.
So you put one by one. It helps you for these eggs to incorporate in well in your mixture than just adding all the eggs at once. So you put one by one, and you know it's about excellence and perfection.
Yeah.
Even when you're not being seen, because no one is in your bakery. Apart from yourself. So some will just bring you all in.
Because no one is.
Do just
But
1
the taste
second.
will be different, eh?
You understand? And the taste will sell you out.
When you order for a cake from Leeven, you order today and you order for another cake, the same cake, you'll either find it better or the same as the other cake. I asked myself, like, how does she put everything that same way she did last time? I'm like,
saying she does step by step.
Yes.
So maybe that's why. Yeah, like her things are usually, I don't know, it's class. Like I said before.
excellency. So the spoiled milk is here. I don't know how the two make spoiled milk, but it is real.
And it looks like you put water if you not put milk.
Yeah. So how is this spoiled
So
milk
are you
supposed
saying
to
that
be?
it's no? This is okay. You're perfect. No, this is done.
Oh,
Yeah.
they said I'm perfect.
Yeah,
and I
no,
said,
it's fine now.
so-
You can switch it off, please.
Okay.
So this is the spoiled milk.
milk.
Yeah.
So I'll teach you how to do buttermilk.
Okay.
So you see in these supermarkets, when you go and ask for buttermilk, the buttermilk is actually expensive, but you can do it from home. And this is how you do it. You get the milk and then you get vinegar. This is white vinegar, table vinegar.
Does
just
the type
get
of
one.
vinegar matter?
Yes, this
Apple
one.
cider can't work.
Yes. You just drop it in.
1 cup.
Only one.
Wow.
And it will look like spelt milk. Immediately you'll have spelt this milk. Just give it some
So
time.
it becomes buttermilk.
Yes. At this point of the dry ingredients, that's when you add anything you want to add as a baker that can add flavor to your cake. So yes. So you add anything you feel like will make your cake unique from others. This is the part, okay? So you can add slowly by slowly as she mixes.
I'm not being so slow.
You are.
I think you are being so.
I don't know
So
if
you
it's
see,
fine.
you
Yes,
see now
definitely.
the use of a scraper.
Hey, I have to scrape because no wastage.
Yeah, no wastage. So you scrape.
Scrape and
Scrape
put
everything.
So we've put. Remember what we've done? We did butter, we did sugar, and then we added eggs. After the eggs, we added our
milk.
dry ingredients. Oh, we added buttermilk,
Buttermilk.
which we made ourselves. We did homemade buttermilk.
Homemade buttermilk.
And how did we make it?
Mixed
Nice
white
doctors.
vinegar.
We mixed white vinegar with milk.
Just
Perfect.
1 cup of vinegar.
I think it was according to what she had measured before.
Yes. And then after that, we added it in, and then we added our dry ingredients. Yes.
Is this the right consistency?
Haha, you're doing well.
You're doing very well. So you see, we have mixed out all the lumps. Yeah.
It's so smooth. Don't you feel like eating?
I know, I've already been tempted.
So then when we finish, that's when we grease our tins. I want to show you how I want Dr. Grace to grease this tin for us.
Okay.
So greasing tins means you get your margarine, okay? And then you use your hands, or if you have a brush, if you have a baking brush. Why I want us to use hands is so that in case our viewer doesn't have that brush, they don't say that they failed to grease the tin because they didn't have a
We
baking
remove all the
brush.
limiting factors.
Yes.
That people say, should I buy a brush now?
This is a commercial oven, so it works different from the usual one. But please note, I started from the usual one. So don't be there and the viewer is like, I don't have a commercial oven, I want to bake. Yeah. Switch on the oven, and then you go to, depending on your oven, can be 150 or 180, depending on your oven. So you must learn your oven, okay? But in most cases, it's good to bake at 180.
Okay.
When it preheats, that is when you open. You can open Dr. Grace. After it has preheat, Yeah, that's why I wanted you to open so that you can feel it. So after it has preheat, you open it and then you put in your pans.
Should we?
Yeah. Then we shall get them out.
Wow, I want to write my name on my pan.
And then you close it.
Oh, thank you so much for watching up to the end. Hope you learned one or two things. It's been very educative. Our teacher, thank you. Until next time, stay blessed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.